ಹಲ್ಕ ಕೆಲ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ ವಕೀಲ್ರೆ. ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹುರಿದುಂಬಿಸೋದು ಅಂತ, ಕುಕೃತ್ಯ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಚೋದಿಸೋದು ಅಂತ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಯಾರನ್ನ ತಲೆ ಹೊಡಿ, ಇನ್ಯಾರ್ದು ಕದಿ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲಾನು ಹುರಿದುಂಬಿಸೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಹುಡುಗರು ಓದೋದಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಸೈಕಲ್ ಕೊಡಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್. ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕದ್ಕೊಂಬಾರ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್. ಮತ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತು. ಎಷ್ಟು ವಯಸ್ಸು ನಿಮ್ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ಗೆ? 29 ವರ್ಷ. ಏನೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಸಿಗ್ದಲ್ನೆ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಗಾರ್ಡ್. 30 ವರ್ಷ ಇರ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡಿ, ಏನೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಸಿಗ್ದಲ್ನೆ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು? ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕವಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇವನೇ ಕರ್ಬಿಡಿದಾನೆ, ಬೇಲಿಯದ್ ಹೊಲ ಮೇಯ್ದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಗಾದೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು? ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನೇನು? ನೇಪಾಳ. ತಿನ್ನಕ್ ಗತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಗೋರ್ಖಾ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬಂದು ಕದಿತೀರಾ? ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್. ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅವನು. ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಮುಗಿಲಿ ಬಿಡಿ. ನೋ ಸಾರಿ. This fellow has come all the way from Nepal only for the purpose of security work. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಪಾಪ ಅಂತ ಗೋರ್ಖನ್ ಕೆಲ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಮನೆ ಹೊಡಿತೀರಿ. ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Third, Counsel for Petitioner and Learned HGP. Petition under Section 439 CRPC the following prayers. Brief facts of the case are as under. Janaki, one Srimati Janaki, wife of late Ganapati, filed a complaint with Napokle police. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಕೂರ್ಗುಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಇಂತ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ನಾಪಕ್ಲು ಪೊಲೀಸ್, ಕೊಡಗು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್, ಆನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾವುದು ಕಾಣದೇ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ರಿ. 1/2/2022, which was registered in crime number 6/2022 for the offence considered under section 394 IPC. First, the gist of the complaint governments revealed that on 1/2/2022 at about 1 AM, somebody pushed the front door of the house of the complainant and 4 persons came inside covered with mask and monkey cap, holding deadly weapons, and demanded the complainant to part away with the valuables and the cash. The complainant was made to hand over the key of the iron safe, and the persons who had barged into the house of the complainant, tied the complainant and her sister to a chair, to the chairs, and gagged their mouth with the cloth, and assaulted the younger sister of the complainant on her head, and broke open the iron safe and snatched away, robbed away 2,50,000 cash and gold ornaments worth 3,32,000, and ran away from the spot. First, it is submitted, it is further contended in the complaint that among them one person was speaking in Hindi and 3 others were speaking in Kannada language. First, later on in the morning, with the help of the neighbors, the petitioner, the complainant, approached the Napaklu police and lodged the complaint. Police, after registering the case, investigated the matter, and during the course of investigation, apprehended the petitioner, who is shown as accused number 4, and based on his voluntary statement, the investigation agency is able to recover pair of gold bangles and 30,000 cash from the custody of the petitioner, and so also recovered gold ornaments from the custody of other accused persons, and part cash, and filed charge sheet against the petitioner and others. The attempt made by the petitioner to obtain an order of grant of bail is turned down by the learned district judge by order dated 24th March 2022 in series number 61/2022. Thereafter, petitioner is before this court, Netpara, reiterating the grounds urged in the petition, that counsel for the petitioner vehemently contended that petitioner is falsely implicated in the case and he has no nexus to the incident and sought for grant of bail. First, Netpara. He also argued that since the charge sheet is filed, continuation of the accused in judicial custody is no longer warranted and sought for grant of bail. Per contra, Lord HGP opposes the bail grounds by contending that petitioner being the resident of Nepal, permanent resident of Nepal, came to Kodagu district for the purpose of security work and was involved in such a heinous crime, and if enlawed on bail, he may not be available to the trial at all. And very fact that recovery of cash and the gold bangles establishes the prima facie nexus between the incident and the complainant in the absence of any plausible explanation by the accused petitioner and sought for rejection of the bail. First, Netpara. In view of the rival contest of the parties, this court perused the material on record meticulously. On such perusal of the material on record, it is seen that the incident has occurred when two ladies were inside the house at about 1 a.m. In the house of the complainant. First, there was a forcible entry into the house of the complainant, and after so barging into the house, petitioner and other persons have robbed the gold and cash from the house of the complainant after assaulting the younger sister of the complainant and after tying the complainant and the younger sister of the complainant to the chair and gagged their mouth with the cloth. First, Netpara. Initially, the case came to be registered, Netpara, against 4 unknown persons, and thereafter, the police apprehended the petitioner and 3 other persons. First, on such apprehending the complainant, the petitioner, based on the voluntary statement given by the petitioner, the investigation agency is able to seize a pair of gold bangles and cash of ₹30,000, which is part of the robbed cash and gold ornaments from the custody of the petitioner. First, absolutely, there is no explanation forthcoming from the petitioner insofar as the possession of cash of ₹30,000 and pair of gold bangles. First, further, petitioner is a permanent resident of Nepal and he had come to Kodagu for eking out his livelihood as a security guard. First, if the petitioner is enlawed on bail, there is every possibility of he fleeing away from justice. First, the apprehensions expressed by the prosecution is thus well founded. First, whether at all petitioner was involved in the incident and he has been falsely implicated in the incident or not, cannot be decided by this court at this stage by holding a mini trial. First, suffice to say that the recovery of the valuable material, gold bangles and cash itself would make out a prima facie nexus between the incident and the petitioner. Accordingly, following order, bail petition rejected. And charge sheet is came to be filed for the following offences. Chiti Akkode.